Go ahead.
You were supposed to count it down.
Well, this is the countdown.
Are you gonna count it down?
No, no. Stop.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the long-awaited second episode of Mystery Box Podcast. The whole gang is here. We got all three of us: Uzziah,
Hi.
Evan, and Silas.
Hey, everybody.
Evan, you gonna say hi?
I'm gonna be silent this entire episode just to prove
Okay,
you wrong.
never mind. It's just the
All right,
two of
never
us.
mind. This is another.
Welcome
Another
to episode
0.5.
1.59. We were actually talking about that yesterday after the 0.75 episode, where it's like, what if we can't get together for another few days and we have to do another 0.5 episode? We're gonna do 0.99 and then vote ourselves into a corner.
Mhm.
So the next episode has to be
Episode 2. But no, we're here and it's real.
Yep.
hearing what's real.
Episode 2, slightly longer. So for those of
Altern-
you who are impatient, please stay.
Yeah,
Please.
Please.
Guys, I'm
Don't
not
do this to
kidding.
us.
I actually bet somebody at work that I can get 1 million views in one night. So, guys,
I'm just a boy with a dream.
I'm just-
a boy with a dream.
gamers, come on, help a gamer out here. Come on.
What
Now
was
that
your
the
dream?
begging for likes part of the episode is over.
What
if you're
was your guys' dream as a little boy? Because I know it wasn't this.
Wow, that made it sound very bad on what we're doing.
You know, I have a problem where I don't remember 98% of my dreams.
Not an actual
Not like
dream.
an actual dream, like when you're like, I want to grow up to be a cop, or I want to grow up to
Yes,
be a...
Evan, when you were a young boy. long
Well,
ago,
some people can
first
remember
dream.
their sleep dreams. Some
I
people
can.
can.
I can. I remember my sleep dreams very well.
I remember a dream I had as a little kid that scared me. I don't know why this scared me, but as a child, this actually just made me horrified.
You were telling me about a dream the other day, Silas, that you had.
Yeah, okay, I'll tell... Yeah, that was actually on a podcast episode. So...
No, that episode doesn't exist.
The secret episode. The secret...
Listen, guys, we'll release the secret episode. It's secretly the best one out of all of them, but we'll only do it once we get to 1 million subs, alright?
Once we get to
Yeah.
1 million subs, we'll release the secret episode.
Well, I'll
so
tell
go
you
ahead.
that dream later, I guess. But
Oh
I was
my
gonna.
God.
The dream that horrified me as a child was me and my mom, my sisters were hiding behind a rock, and there was just a werewolf on the other side of the rock.
Like
And he
Dwayne
was
the
just-
Rock Johnson.
No, like a boulder, like SpongeBob. And the wolf just howled. It went oh, and we were just standing behind the rock, very scared. And that was the dream, and it scared
Well,
me.
so how'd you know it was a werewolf and not just a normal wolf?
It was standing up, and it was like doing the whole I don't know, movie trope where its hands are to its side, and it's like woo. And then I could see the horror on our faces as the wolf.
How do
was
you
on the
know it
other
wasn't
side.
just a furry?
Well, I didn't know
That's
what
a
a
good
furry was back
point.
then. Furries didn't exist back in 2007.
They did. They were just considered people with bestiality.
True.
I mean, there's been people who have died to animals for a
No,
long
folks,
time.
we're not talking about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's ugh.
Yikes.
Died bro, what's wrong with dying to an animal? That just means you get
We
eaten.
both know what you meant.
No, I don't think we do.
Viewers, if you know, you know.
You know. All right.
You know.
You know if you know.
A lot of people know if they know, you know?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But the
I'll
dream
take
that
that
was
off
in
the
the
horse.
secret episode, I'll let everybody know because I'm
No,
that
we
kind of
can't
nice guy.
reveal
No, you can't. We can't reveal it.
Fine. Well, like Evan, your point was wrong. I feel like a lot of people remember their dreams. I do. I think a lot of
I
people do.
every a lot like everyone I know except for you guys like don't remember their dreams. So I don't know, Chief. Because, like, I'll tell you this though, I do remember my nightmares. Because I, for no reason, it's funny, Silas. Actually, 90% of like my nightmares when I was a kid was about like wolves hunting me down. Sometimes
What?
it was through the city streets. Sometimes it was like, um, I don't know, like the forests, whatever. It was weird though. Like I don't know. It was just whenever I had a nightmare, it was like wolves hunting me. I don't know why, because I wasn't really even scared of wolves. Like obviously, if I ran into one, I would probably be scared, but it's not like I had some underlying fear
Yeah,
of
you
Now,
them.
guys had normal scary dreams. All I had was a pizza sign chasing me.
that's like that one
Pizza
episode of
sign.
Jimmy Neutron.
No, not pants. Just a pizza sign.
Well,
Um,
there was that episode of Jimmy Neutron where like the pizza machine came to life and the pizzas tried to eat them.
Yeah.
so it was always a recurring dream where I was outside my childhood home on a tricycle. Never owned a tricycle, by the way. So I was riding on a
Learn to
tricycle,
ride a bike like a man.
and there's this sign. Uh, it's a local pizza place. It's called Tano's Pizza, but it
Hey.
has like an oval sign. And for whatever reason, every time I had the dream, I would be riding on the tricycle, and then I'd put it in my garage, and then the pizza sign would fly down from its like post, come into there, grow arms and legs, and just like crab walk at me, and then I'd wake up. That was the whole dream.
Jesus Christ.
Why a crab walk?
Horrifying.
It was because I don't know. It wasn't a normal walk. It definitely like turned its side and would crab walk
It like
at me.
scuttled at you.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
like
know.
that word.
I don't know why I just remember
Scuttle.
dreams. And also, something that creeps me out is like I'll wake up talking. Like
Yeah, I
That
know. I
freaks
know. I've
you
heard that a
out?
few times.
I'll wake up and I'll be like, "No, you idiot, I didn't," or something like
You know
that.
what though? Alright, speaking of dreams, one thing that I've become like really interested in recently is like what does my dog dream about? Cuz straight up, I think I know a lot of it is like I don't know. There's science or something behind it that's like dogs, whenever they dream, it's like they're running through a pumpkin patch or something like that. But I feel like there's probably more than just that one reoccurring dream for dogs, you know?
Nah, it's
Yeah.
just the one.
It's just the
Nope.
one.
That's it.
It's just the one. Every dog, and if a dog has an irrational fear of pumpkins,
Is that
it's a
for
wrap.
real?
It's a
It's a,
nightmare.
it's a
Well,
nightmare.
dogs can be scared of stuff,
Well,
Yeah,
but
no.
dogs can be
I
scared
thought
of
it was like
anything.
the thing where you know how like cats are afraid of like cucumbers.
No, this is a myth. Well, it's not. It's not a myth, but well,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it
up
is
there.
a
It's up
myth.
there with
it's
Bigfoot
a
and the Lake
stereotype.
Nose monster.
Yeah, yeah, it's a stereotype. There you go. Thanks, Evan. It's a
Nah,
stereotype.
nah, nah, nah. It's a myth. It's up there with
But
Loch
some
Ness.
some stereotypes can be true. Because
Um,
apparently it reminds them of snakes.
that was
Is
make
like the
sense
whole
to
thing
me.
behind it. Yeah, is that it reminds them of snake. See, but that's always weird how animals have inherently different fears than we do, because
Well,
humans are only
because
born with two fears, and that's of
death.
no.
Oh.
Babies don't fear death.
They're
You know
they're
what?
machines.
That is no. He has a good point. Like I have a baby brother, and he is near suicidal. Sometimes it seems like
Gee, no,
he will
but
jump off of like furniture with no
there,
care.
there are only two things humans are inherently born fearing, and that is loud noises and falling, and that's it.
I know.
No
I don't.
matter what
Falling
kind
is
of
no.
baby you
Okay,
are.
I could understand the idea of loud noises because everyone can get jump scared pretty much, but like
I thought you
no,
were gonna
not
say
heights.
starving. I thought it would be
So if you're
food thing.
born deaf, you're just a stronger baby, I think.
Yeah, okay, but I would like to contest the statement though here. Like, no, babies aren't inherently afraid of
No,
falling.
that
Because
is that
as
that's
I said,
the
Mateo, like he, for example, just jumps off furniture. I see so many babies do that. I did it when I
Well,
was a kid.
I thought it was a thing of starving because
jump
how do
off
babies know when they're
furniture.
hungry? You know what I'm saying?
Because their stomach hurts.
I mean, they're afraid.
I don't think pain is fear.
Pain is just
Then why are
weakness
you
leaving the
not okay with it?
body.
When you're
I'm not
hurt,
afraid of being hungry.
I guess you're right. I guess you're right,
Sounds like what
buddy.
a rich person would say. Just kidding. I know you're not rich.
Of anything, see, I'm afraid of death, but I'm not afraid of being hungry.
Yeah, but
I'm
there's
not like,
also
oh
there
boy, if I be hungry, I'm gonna get so scared.
You know
there's a
what?
thing called genetic fear. I mean, like genetic fear though, like
Interesting
hereditary
side
fear or
topic
something.
here. What do you guys think is the worst way to die?
Burning to death, it's 100% proved. It
I'd
is
say
the,
drowning.
it is the most painful way that you can die, is burning to death.
Hmm.
I say
You
Drowning
know
might be
drowning.
what?
scarier for some people,
Honestly,
but burning
though,
to death is the most painful.
I honestly would say that those two are probably the two answers I would choose most.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd about
also
100% would rather drown than burn to death.
I'm very afraid of heights. I'm
I'd rather
super
be
afraid of heights.
sucked out into the vacuum of space.
Like heights just scare me.
Um,
So I mean, I wouldn't want
well,
to.
and you know what? You like I don't. There's a reason I ask for opinions because I don't like. Sure, you can scientifically say fire is the most painful way to die, but I honestly feel like fear contributes to pain in a situation like that. So sure, statistically and scientifically, fire may be the most painful way to die, but I would honestly be more like. I think drowning would be worse because you're just like slowly like, oh god, I'm dying.
Being beat to death, that'd suck.
That'd suck.
I feel like being also
That would
starving to
suck.
death would suck as well.
That one is probably like one of the slowest ways, to be honest.
That's what would suck about it.
See, but I feel like anything where I have time to like reconcile with my life and stuff isn't the worst way to go. I feel
So
like
you're saying
when
immediate's worse?
Well,
yeah,
actually, yeah, I would agree that
immediate
immediate
and
death
know
is better.
that you're going to die. Yeah, I think burning to death is definitely up there.
No, I thought you
I
said.
think
Oh,
I
I
th-
thought you were saying the reverse. I thought you were saying that immediate. I mean, immediate death is bad.
I th-
Well, no, that is what I was saying.
But why?
Because I don't have time to reconcile with anything, you know.
But I feel
I'd
like.
be like, my life is being taken for granted, and then
But would you really want to like? I don't know.
the human body after death has like, I think it's like a few moments of consciousness to know that it's about to die. If that's the case, so that's what it sounds like. If that's the case, then I'd rather it be a slow going rather than I'm burning. This is it. I'm gonna die. Any second that I can buy more in my life, I'd take. You know.
I don't know. That's a that's a weird
what
one
about
because
like pineapples? Sorry.
Pineapples? No, no,
Yeah.
let's explore this. What do you mean?
okay,
Being
hot
beaten
take.
by a final what?
I like all pizzas, and I will eat
What?
pineapple pizza, but I don't like it.
I like pineapple pizza.
I'll eat it, but I'll hate it.
I'm not hating it. It's just like, meh. I'm eating pizza though. That's my thought.
I
Literally,
don't,
as I'm
I
eating.
don't think you can like all pizzas until you've tried all pizzas.
Well, that's physically impossible.
You think?
If I had to try all pizzas, does that mean ones that pre-exist right now, or like, try this pizza with
No,
mayonnaise, try this
no.
pizza with no mayonnaise, try this pizza with cucumber and guacamole. Try this with only cucumber. Try this with, like, do you mean every single like
Yeah,
combination of
I mean
pizza?
every single combination of pizza.
Then that's impossible. I can't do that. How would I be able to do that?
I
How far do
think
you think you'd be able to get?
If I
well,
dedicated my whole life to that,
Your entire life.
pizza's one of those things that I think have like nearly infinite combinations. Cause here's another thing: you can basically turn anything into a pizza. There's like barbecue chicken pizza where instead of tomato sauce, it's
Alright,
barbecue sauce. There's like
alright, let's limit this. Let's limit this.
potato pizza where instead of they have like mashed
One
potato.
sauce, one cheese, and one topping. How far do you think you can get?
I think I would even get. I think I'd get, maybe being generous, 25%. If I spent
Yeah, okay.
5 years old,
The way that it's cooked is the same exact way.
if I was
Wait. You
Every
just
single time.
said one topping, one sauce, one
One
like
cheese.
cheese. That's like 5 pizzas you
That's
could
not
make.
5 pizzas. There's like, think about how many cheeses
No,
exist. Think
I'm
about how
talking.
many sauces that exist.
No, yeah, that's
Think,
No,
what I'm talking about. Yeah, only one sauce at
I
a
thought
time,
okay.
only
When you
one
said
cheese
it,
at a time, and
you
only
meant
one
at a
topping at a time.
time.
Yeah, at a
When you said
time.
at, I thought you were saying like, all right, how many do you think you'll be able to
At a
eat all of the
time,
pizzas if
and
it only goes?
they're cooked in the same way. I think you'd be able to get pretty far.
I'd say 25%. If I started at the
You
age of
know,
5 to, let's say, 90, because like maybe you couldn't eat pizza anymore, I would
Okay.
I would say 25%, like, of
you're
all
not even.
combination.
To be fair, though, you're also not calculating in the fact that if you ate only pizza for your whole life, you'd probably be a corpse by the
You'd
time
be
you're
Well,
that.
did,
fine.
didn't you hear about that?
You're allowed to drink whatever you want. And
Did you?
it's not like you have to only eat pizza.
You know
It's
what?
just
I
that
guess
you
there is
dedicate your
healthy
life.
pizzas as well.
And yeah, it's
Some
just that you're
And also,
dedicating
yeah,
your
Isaiah's
life to
right.
trying to
You're
eat
not
these
saying that
pizzas.
for every meal you have to eat pizza. It's just that, like,
You're
you're just trying to get
dedicating your
through
life
that's
all.
the
to
only way
eat
to be
every
efficient.
pizza.
That's
True
the
though.
only way to be efficient.
But also,
Okay,
I was gonna say that
ready?
there's a lady
You
who's
don't have to
only.
eat. Oh yeah, you also don't have to eat the whole pizza.
Oh,
Um,
well then, I don't know. I'd say maybe 50. Then maybe.
I
I feel like there's
still
just.
think you could do more.
I don't know,
Okay,
Isaiah.
just
You're
think.
think. You're
All
look
right.
it. You're thinking
How
of.
would an efficient pizza day go? All right, the pizzas the day before you order the pizzas that you're gonna eat the next day.
Wait,
And
there's no way I
remember,
could
you
be
don't have
able
to
to
eat the
order
whole
these
thing.
pizzas. I have to make them.
You gotta eat one slice.
I'd have to
No,
make them.
this is a magic scenario.
Okay, where
Alright?
this guy can make any pizza with any sauce and any topping.
Yeah, yeah. It appears the
You know
same
what?
way, hot and ready.
I still feel like
$5 guarantee.
25% is a little generous because I'm thinking, the more I think about all the different types of cheeses, all the different types of sauces, all the different types of everything, I feel like,
Of toppings, yeah, that's a lot.
because there'd be no limit, right? Because I could technically be like, okay, pizza 3,578. I'm trying this pizza with only blue Sour Patch Kids with jelly sauce and
I don't know if that's a
pro.
pizza anymore. Well, I don't know. That's the other thing that's
Okay,
important
What
to
is a
find out
eventually,
is
pizza?
what's
okay,
a
but you gotta
pizza.
think. Eventually, you're gonna get through the cheeses, alright? That's a given.
Yeah, you will eventually run out of cheese.
Cheeses are probably well. Okay, what do you think is a more limited category, cheese or sauce? I think sauce is more limited.
I have to go
I
cheese.
mean,
Because
I'd probably go cheese,
my
yeah.
thought is cheese is way longer and harder to make than sauce.
Well,
Uh,
no. But I'm saying, what do you think there are more of?
Sauce for sure.
Sauce.
yeah, sauce.
Like I
Mm.
said, like I'm saying, like it's like aged cheese. Like, because after you get done with like the pretty much basics of cheese, you have to start going to more aged or like specially made cheese.
Yeah. And
Which,
again, not even all of those cheeses are gonna go on a pizza. Like all cheeses in the world. Like you never just put like a block of cheese on a pizza.
Well, I guess that's the other question, though, is what do you consider valid for pizza or not?
No, it has to be practical. It has to be practical. It has to
so
fit on
then
the pizza. Like
Well,
if it's an
here's a
animal,
problem.
it has to be able to be like cut
Here's
up.
the problem, though, Uzziah.
Or
Fruit pizza, mashed potato, like Idaho pizza, and there's so many
the crust is all the
pizzas.
same. The crust is all the same.
What I'm saying is that there's like
Well,
pizzas that follow the crust formula, but are different via like their toppings stuff. That's where the
like,
complications come in.
I
what
feel
do
like
you
I couldn't
mean?
do it. I feel like because now because this is all very opinionated stuff. Like
Uh,
whether what's a pizza on a pizza or not. I've had peanut butter and jelly pizza. That's not a typical pizza.
yeah, I guess it's true.
And I've had like what
But
about
then okay,
anchovies?
but then
That's
what do
not.
you think? So okay, if you were to go, I order a peanut butter and jelly pizza. Okay, there'd be no cheese.
Also,
There'd
Uzziah,
be
your own
well,
argument's not working. Literally, the argument started with pineapple pizza. That's a fruit.
yeah, that's pineapple. That's the topping.
So then, fruit would be on the thing. Like
What do you
fruit would be
mean?
as a
Oh
topping for the
yeah,
pizza.
that'd be fruits. Yeah.
God, dude. This is like the whole debate of what is a sandwich, but even worse
It's even worse just because.
because sandwiches have some pretty tight constraints on them, so it's not too hard to figure out what's a sandwich and what's
Literally,
not
a
a
sandwich
sandwich.
has to be
But
bread, meat, and
then,
cheese.
but no, because no, silence. We can't get into this right now. It's such a long conversation.
You can have
Just know you're wrong. Just know you're wrong.
a
The-
butter sandwich.
Fine. Then I
You can have a
assume
toast sandwich.
the correct term for a sandwich would be two
Wait,
item.
hang on. But what about open
Open-faced
space sandwiches?
sandwiches.
Yeah.
This is why we can't get into the sandwich topic. It's a rabbit hole.
Evan, I'm gonna ask you something that's going to make you genuinely upset. Is a piece of toast with butter on it an open face sandwich?
Butter sandwich. These are the questions that cause wars. That's all I'm saying.
This is,
But what I was gonna say is, well, sandwiches have a lot of very controversial definitions, and some people believe different things. Like,
why are you making it sound like a religion?
um,
Like,
It
it
is.
might as well be. It might
People
as
take
well be.
sandwich making extreme. People take food extremely seriously. I don't know
Yeah, but
anyone that's.
well, the liberty though that we have with pizza is that pizza's pretty simple because you can pretty much just take a circular or square dough, put anything on it, and call it pizza, and people will be like, yeah, I
Yeah.
guess."
Yeah, that's pizza.
that's what I mean. I guess that's what makes it hard because there's technically infinite. So then, Uzziah, if there's an infinite amount of something, then technically you never make progress on it at all.
The infinite
Well,
pizza.
no. See, no. That's why I gave the limits in the
But that's still
sauce.
not
Blah
hard enough
blah.
limits. Like, think about
That is because that
no.
sets a finite to it.
Like, eventually, yes, cheese maybe. Sauce is constantly not to be like, but sauce is constantly being made. Like new sauces, new things involving sauce are constantly being made. I just feel like it's impossible to be honest. I really do.
You want to know one sauce that you are like a pizza idea that sounds good to me? I'm sure it exists. I just haven't had it. Like a chicken Alfredo pizza.
Yep,
That sounds
Yes,
good.
I've had
I've
it.
had it.
Bro, where
It's
I need to get
delicious.
What do you mean?
I feel like I've had it.
Yeah.
Wow, thanks for doxing me, bro.
We doxed you in the last like couple episodes ago.
No, that was
Oh,
on the
that's a
secret
secret episode.
episode.
That was
Oh
on
my
the.
god.
You're not bleep out where I live. You're not
Yeah,
allowed
you
to know where
bleep.
I live
Yeah,
until the.
you have to
Wait,
bleep that
what do
out.
you mean? You live. See, that's where you live, Evan.
I feel like that was really
That was
obvious.
a very long bleep.
Well, it's because Evan
Nah,
lives.
nah, no. But seriously, bleep out that. I don't want people knowing where I live.
Wait, blah, blah, blah. Just a very broad area, though.
Because when
It
we were said
isn't!
that
That
on the
isn't at
episode,
all!
yes it is. It is.
Evan, I let people know I live in Wasion, Ohio. That doesn't mean they're gonna be like, okay, so this is where he lives.
You'll be
Yeah.
surprised on how
If
people
somebody's
on
looking
the
for
internet.
me, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for being a
Thanks for being a
loyal listener.
dedicated fan.
Have you ever noticed how most like YouTubers hide where they live? You know?
I know where
Most
Markiplier lives, California. Okay,
Yeah,
now I
the
can
state
find
of
him.
California. It's up and down the coast of the western United States.
Fine, I know he lives.
Whoa, you just docked where we live.
You
Come on,
just,
man.
dude, you just doxed Markiplier.
You are okay. No, this is absolute bullcrap. You're like, oh, Evan, you're upset about nothing. I just said the name of your city specifically. There are like there's like two
Wowie zowie.
in the entire United States.
Well, now you
Okay,
know we're in the
then.
United States. What the frick, Evan?
Yeah, what the
My
frick? It could have
God.
You're
been
dox.
somewhere
You're
else.
leaving. You're leaving
This is
breadcrumbs here.
a legitimate, serious concern of mine, and you guys are just making fun of me
Why?
for it
Why?
because
I don't
You're leaving more.
understand
You're
why
leaving more
it is.
breadcrumbs the more you talk, Evan.
no, I'm not.
Now people know you live in the United
I
States.
literally. Oh my God, this is alright.
Bro,
Screw you guys.
I could legit
Screw
say the
you.
name of my street and still not expect people to find me. That's how
Um,
confident I am.
Well, Evan, people don't even know where you live because it's all bleeped.
If I believe.
Everybody heard.
yeah.
Everybody heard that but you.
I'm sure you'll put up. I'm sure you'll put in that much effort for editing, Silas.
Haha, Evan, I did. Woo. Now nobody knows where you live.
On
Just
the
put a
first
believe.
episode,
Don't put
at
like
the
Frank.
first episode, you missed like
Dude, it
three.
was like 4 in the. It was not 4 in the morning. It was 1 in the morning when I was doing that. And I was sleepy and hungry, and I had to go poo poo.
Alright, buddy.
How about you go poop before the podcast like I do next time?
I do, but I ate. Not during the podcast,
Well,
but I ate before the podcast.
But anyways, we got sidetracked. We have a more important conversation at hand.
I don't even remember what
Yeah,
we were
like where I
talking
live.
about.
I
The
live.
limitless pizza. The
No, we're
limitless
done
amounts of
with that.
pizza.
We've established that infinity.
Yeah, it's
Infinity
infinity.
pizza.
There's literally no way to gauge how many pizzas there could be.
The
Even
real
with,
question is, if you had to pick something like if you had to do the pizza situation, which would you pick? What food would you
oh, like
pick
you had to eat an infinite
to try
amount of
to
pasta.
see them all?
Um,
Tacos.
There will be like specific limits, like type of shell
Tacos.
and
There's only soft and hard shells, unless you do
honestly,
different flavors. But I'm gonna do
corn as well. Corn as well.
yeah. I'm just gonna
uh,
do corn and flour, because you said limited cheese. I mean I mean limited topping. So I'll do corn and flour.
well, taco would have to be a bit.
Meat. Taco's meat. It's literally like you can't have anything else inside a taco.
There are only so many meats, Silas. I
That's
could do
exactly what I'm
that in
saying.
like
I thought that we were trying to go for the shortest, not the longest.
the shortest. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alright, if I had to choose like I don't know, what would be a good like short-ish one? I feel like pastas maybe? I don't know.
Well, but
That
are
one's
you limiting
hard.
it to noodles and sauce? Because now you're adding noodle sauce and sometimes meat. Because like
Oh,
Yeah.
chicken
and then
Alfredo.
there's like lasagna, which is a pasta technically. Oh no.
Yeah,
What did you just say to me?
What? Lasagna's a pasta. It has noodles.
it is noodles.
That makes me upset.
Why?
Complain to the Italians, not me.
That makes me upset. It doesn't. I
Sound
don't
right?
know. When I think pasta, I think
Mac and cheese.
I know. You think
something that
like
you twirl,
noodles on a.
something that you twirl or stab with a fork. I have to cut lasagna. You gotta,
You do stab with a fork though. That's.
yeah, but you gotta cut into lasagna.
I guess so. I don't know. Nah, Chief, what are you talking about? I just impale the entire block of lasagna and eat it in one go.
That's
Oh my god.
hardcore.
What
I
would you
feel
do
like
if
pasta's the
you
worst
met
one.
someone I feel like I'd be angry if I met someone who ate pasta just like one layer at a time.
You mean lasagna?
Oh, sorry, lasagna, one layer at a time.
I
Yeah,
know what I
that'd
would
bug me.
do. I would do loaves. There's like meatloaf, bread loaf.
But
That's
is
No.
that
all.
really a food though?
I don't know.
Like a
I don't
food
know. What
genre?
is that? Is that
I
a
get.
But then you'd have
What
to
is
eat like
what
every
is
loaf of
meatloaf?
bread.
Well, I'm
You'd have
saying
to
like
eat like every
meatloaf isn't
loaf
a
of
defined thing.
bread.
You said anything that ends with loaf. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
bread loaf. There's bread loafs. That's literally like there's
Okay,
a
but
whole bunch
then
of different types
meatloaf
of
is
bread.
also vague, so you'd have to eat every type of meat
Meat
that could
in
be
a loaf
loaf,
form.
every
Make
type of
bro, I would
bread.
invent the like meatloaf chicken edition.
That sounds
Yeah,
disgusting for some reason. I don't know why.
that does sound good. Where's meatloaf? What kind of meat is usually in meatloaf?
Just like
Beef,
hamburger meat.
ground beef. Yeah, that's
Oh,
really it.
Yeah, Isaiah. You didn't know
sorry, I just got mad at something in game. If you know, you know. But
that?
no, I didn't know. I
Well,
just, I just consume the food. I never consider what's going in it at all, ever.
I gotta call into question something here. How do you not know it's like a ground beef? What else could it be?
I've never made a meatloaf, and
I've never
I've
made
never.
one, but I mean, I like.
All right, here's
There's
something
only there's
I
only
talked with my
one
mom
meat that
about.
looks like there's only one meat that looks like ground beef. I don't know what else you could think it is. Like, did you think it was pork?
Unless, unless I can visually see everything that's going into like a food, I never consider what's in something. Therefore, I will eat something completely unhealthy or something completely like extremely healthy based off of nothing. Just based off if it tastes good. If it tastes good, I'll keep eating it.
So wait, you know all the
That's kind of a
seasonings
good.
in the food?
That would be kind of a
Nope.
strat, though. That's honestly kind of a good strat, Uzai, because there's been a lot of times when I was younger, especially, where it's like, "Hey, Evan, did you like that food? Yeah, it was really good." And I was like, "It has this thing that you don't like in it," and I'm like, "Oh, that's surprising."
Yeah, but I'm like a baby Evan when it comes to food. And I've said this multiple times, but because of that, because of how little I care, I will try anything at least once before the idea will gross me out. Like, because sometimes the idea of food can gross me out, even if it tastes good. But
like, like,
like,
Like, yeah, what?
I don't
like
know, someone.
chicken meatloaf.
Yeah, like even if that tastes good, someone would say chicken meatloaf, and I'd be like, never eating that again. I tried good tofu, but then I saw like raw tofu, and I tasted it, and I was like, yeah, I'm never eating good tofu again.
You know what's good?
Just because the idea of tofu grossed me out. But like, I'd eat a human once.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I would. And if they were like, hey, you
all
just
right.
ate human meat,
Any
I might be
podcast viewers
sick.
interested in a meetup with Uzziah? He'll meet you up at the chat at the
you
Chicago Comic Con.
want to dox yourself again.
What? No, I was trying to remember where the main Comic Con was. It's Chicago, isn't it?
No,
uh,
it's California.
San, yeah, San
The same
Francisco
place
Comic Con.
Oh,
Markiplier lives.
Marketplace you live.
Marketplacer, the Marquee Placer test.
Marketplace you test. Yeah, so I try anything once. I try
Yeah,
any
but
meat once,
Uzziah,
any cheese once.
eating human would have huge mental.
Yeah, it has
Uh,
huge mental side effects
Dude,
from
I
the chemicals
forgot
in
that was
food.
a thing. But yeah, that is a thing where it's like if you eat flesh,
Yeah, mad cow disease.
well, not only that, but like, so
it's not good for your health in general.
if you
You
know
know.
the story about the soccer player teams, like a team that got stuck in the mountains and their friends died, and in order to survive, they ate them. Uh, they like kind of went insane, kinda.
Wow, what losers! They couldn't handle a bit of
Well, I actually
foreplay.
watched the video. This is gonna sound weird. I
Isn't
wasn't
that
on the
isn't that like
topic,
where?
but
Wait, real quick. I want to say, isn't that where like a myth of the Wendigo came from? Was that soccer team?
Yeah, yeah, they got like trapped in the Himalayas, went crazy, and then it's like if you eat a person, they'll turn into a Wendigo.
wait, I
Wendig-
don't think so. That was more recent. That wasn't like super far back. Is the
Wendigos,
Wendigo
bro.
really recent?
No, well, it's not
No.
really recent, but it always is like getting new mythos added to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that like mytho, like kind of like with like lichens and werewolves, where it's like every time like a new like series wants to get made, they're like, all right, how are we gonna do it this time? You
There's
know.
gonna be this really hot vampire lady.
Yeah.
She's gonna
Yeah.
be tall. She's gonna be
Alright, how we gonna do vampires this time? Make them hot.
Again? Yes,
again.
but good this time.
But this time, make them tall. That'll do it.
And we have
Listen,
too many
bro. All
male
I'm saying,
vampires. Female.
listen. All I'm saying is that if Twilight wanted to make hot vampires, all they needed to do was follow Resi 8. All right.
If only they had seen into the future.
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Did
All
you
right.
know apparently Capcom was like, I didn't see that coming.
What? How?
They were like, I know, they were literally like, we didn't expect people to be so affixed by her design.
What were they expecting? Hey, that's pretty cool design. Anyways.
Anyways.
Yeah, like they were
Well,
supposed to make her like attractive, but they weren't expecting her to be like,
they
you
weren't
know,
everyone to be. I guess that's somewhat fair. They weren't expecting everyone to be like, "Ooh, goo goo gaga, mommy," or
Gaga.
yeah. But I'll say this first about it. The thing I was more okay. I'll agree with Capcom on one thing. I'm surprised that everyone thought she was going to be like a massive deal in the game. Because when
Well,
I
because
watched a
the demo
couple,
was
Well, the
extremely
trailer
dated.
and the trailer would make you think that. Usually, when they put something in the trailer,
Uh,
Evan, it's kind of like an important part of the story.
I didn't watch the trailer. I did watch the demo playthrough though, and it's like I guess I can get why people would think that off the demo, since the part they chose was that castle bit. But it's like Resident Evil has always had that formula, or at least ever since
Well,
7, they've had the formula of like multiple bosses rather than one.
yeah,
I
but
was gonna say
seven
the older
also in the
Resident
demo,
Evil.
they literally just showed like the first 2 minutes.
I was also gonna say the older Resident Evil games usually had kind of one big villain, or like a.
True.
I mean,
That's
there was
true.
different villains, but like there was always one like overarching villain.
Yeah, because they realized they messed up and freaking.
Cause in
Which
two,
one
there's
was the really bad
Nemesis,
one? Was
and
that
then
five? Was that 5 or 6? That was really bad.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it was 6. I think 6 had like
That's why they
No,
restarted at
um
7.
yeah, they had like a ton of different storylines. I've looked into the entire Resident Evil storyline, and the thing is that because they brought in so many like intertwining storylines, and they wanted to get like all the characters that you love, either kill them off or make them relevant again, and they just went too far with it. Where in one game you could choose which character you wanted to be, and each of the 4 characters you can pick from had a different storyline, and it was all canon.
God, that does sound like an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it wasn't like, hey, pick this one for this version of the story. It was like, nope, you want to play it, you play through every version of the game. When all you wanted to see was Chris Redfield.
True. I do think that the fact that the new Resident Evil games, like 7 and 8, are like still part of the overarching story, even though
Yeah.
they've kind of gone off into their own deal.
I think what I like the most about Ethan is that he's just a guy.
wait, you're telling me you
He's
don't love
just,
the beautiful boy Leon Kennedy?
shut up. This is the problem that so many every form of media has with stuff, where it's like,
He was an ex-agent, an
yeah,
ex-military. He
he
was
was
a
an
special
ex-military,
ops.
and even when they're like, oh, he's just like with Spider-Man, they're like, oh, he's just a normal dude,
Who
but
was
he's also
very
really
smart.
smart. Yeah, he has like one of the highest IQs in all of the Marvel universe.
He is so
But
big brain.
he's just a normal guy. Spider-Man canonically has a higher IQ than Batman does.
God.
And
Take
they
Yeah,
that
were
into
like,
count, Death Battle.
yeah, he won. He won the death battle.
let's not get in the conversation of death battle.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes me
But
genuinely
I
upset.
mean, but yeah, no, I get that. It's kind of weird how like every franchise is like the ex-military or like this guy's ordinary, except. But yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. That is what's kind of nice about Ethan.
Ethan
He's
is
just
literally just
simple.
Wait, but
like,
hold up.
yeah, and he doesn't have plot armor either. Beginning
Gets
of the first
screwed up
game,
multiple times.
beginning of the first game, one of the first things that happens to him is his hand get chopped off.
Wait,
So
but
spoilers
also,
for Resident Evil 7, in case you didn't know, but he kind of does have staple marks in his hand in 8.
Hmm. Well, and like I don't know. I don't want to talk spoilers because
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
people. The
even
game's
seen
still
8.
fairly
Yeah,
new.
but seven's fun. But yeah, but Ethan gets messed up so much, and the only difference between 7 and 8 is they're like, hey, in his free time, got some military training. That was it.
is that
Well,
really
and
what
it
they
was like
did?
yeah, no. So what
Yeah.
happened is like in the intro to Resident Evil 8, they kind of explained that in between the two games, Ethan and his family were basically put into like witness protection.
Hmm.
Ethan got military training so he could like protect them if anything came after them, and they kind
Yeah.
of which is a good explanation for why he is slightly more proficient with firearms. But to be honest, there's not a massive difference in his proficiency between the two games.
Exactly. It's like, cool, you know how to shoot a gun better. Still not gonna help in the crazy situation you're put in.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
Um,
wouldn't be like, hey, you got a cop to be in this situation. It's like, oh, hey, you got someone who plays paintball on the weekend to to be in this situation.
I will say though, I'm pretty sure in BioShock, it's just a normal guy who gets into a plane crash, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
Yeah,
but no, the backstory though of Bioshock is that secretly you're not an ordinary guy. You know what makes a man,
yeah,
what makes a parasite, whatever, whatever.
yeah.
Well, I guess you're right. Well, also I gotta say, I guess it depends on the Punisher. No, the Punisher is always like a cop or something, at least, right? It is like in iterations. He has like military or cop training.
Oh, you talking
Who's
about the Punisher from Marvel?
yeah.
Yeah, he's an ex-cop. He's yeah.
Well, I'm trying to
He's
think of a
always like,
character who doesn't,
I
who's
was
not like a.
ex-military. No one is like, I was an ordinary guy with two ordinary parents. Never have ordinary parents. Never an ordinary guy.
I
Ever.
was gonna say Yusuke from Yu Yu Hakusho, but you find out later
No.
on that his
Yeah.
great great
Yeah.
great great great
Exactly.
grandpa was a demon, and he's a demon.
I
So
don't even think it's ever an anime.
Spoilers
You
for
know
you, Shaka Show, bro. What the heck?
yeah,
what
anybody who
that
hasn't watched,
like? What 30, 40 year old anime?
yeah, if you haven't watched Yu Yu Hakusho by this point, first of all, you're a fool. Stop this video, stop this podcast, go watch that. Come back, okay? All right,
Okay.
everybody who
But
just went and did that, funny reference to Yu Yu Hakusho. People who didn't do that, spoiler alert.
yeah. But
Spirit gun.
so
That's it.
yeah.
That's what you
But
get.
but anyways, yeah. I can't name a single ordinary guy. It's a lie. The media is a lie. Where it's just like just an ordinary guy.
He was an ordinary guy until.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He was a genius. His parents were secretly spies.
He's a genius. He's rich. He was actually born with ability that he didn't know until this point. He
Yeah.
his great great ancestor was secretly the strongest being in the universe.
He has really
Um,
Yeah.
bad smelling breath.
and it kills anybody on instant smell. Like
That
so,
sounds like an amazing superpower. Holy crap.
you couldn't control it
Exactly. That's why
unless
it's
you
not
just wore a
Yeah.
normal
mask all the
guy.
time. I guess
Well,
maybe.
okay. Well, here's the other thing though: is most people breathe through their nose unless they're like exhausted. So as long as you don't like,
Or you're sick.
you know, yeah. So if you aren't sick, then you can control it by just breathing through your nose.
But also that implies they have to be very close to somebody in order to kill them.
Okay, I was about
You're
to
just
say
saying you
Izuku
like snipe
Midoriya
someone.
from My Hero, but he's also smart.
Who, Deku?
Yeah,
Yeah. He has like some like technical prowess or like knows I guess combat situations.
exactly. I guarantee not all of that was taught in his school. Like,
Well, he knew it before he even went to UA.
yeah, he was like obsessed with heroes.
Deku's power is that he's just a massive nerd.
Yeah.
Isn't that all of our powers?
See,
Yeah.
but that was also Peter Parker's power. Goes to show,
No,
see.
goes to
Yep.
show.
There is no ordinary normal guy in any form
And
of
tell
media.
me. Just
It,
intro to
the
anime.
story was very
Yeah,
normal until
it wasn't.
because every story starts off that way, right? Where it's like, he's just a normal dude. Like for real, he is just a normal dude. And then later on
Yeah.
in the series, they're like, crap, this guy, he needs some kind of power boost. His parents were
Uh,
secretly, his ancestor was secretly. He actually always had this ability, but never knew how.
yeah.
You know,
He's just an ordinary boy with a tail. Oh no, never mind.
just
He came from
I'm just
another
a
planet.
damn. Really gonna call Akira Toriyama out like that?
We're calling out all media. Make a normal guy who sucks, okay? Who can't do anything.
I
Yeah,
was about to
have
say
him
the
be the
dumbest thing yet.
protagonist still.
I was about to say Invincible.
Yes,
But
Invincible, the iconic
if
No
you
poor,
spoilers. No
poor
spoilers.
normal
that's not
man.
even a spoiler.
You know he has powers, even if you don't watch the show.
His dad literally the first like 2 minutes they're like his dad's from another planet. He's Superman but not. He's Superman with the dad.
If Superman was a dad, but he is in some iterations. Okay, anyways.
Yeah. What's our one
Okay, wait a
iteration where he
second.
kills his
Oh
unborn
no,
child?
no.
What?
I was gonna say Ben 10, but his grandpa was literally like an alien
Yeah, his
hunter.
grandpa was an alien hunter. And
Shit.
he
Uh,
also has like alien DNA inside of him. Don't forget that.
Oh yeah, that's kind
Yeah,
of weird.
yeah. Isn't like
the
his
Teenage
mom?
Mutant Ninja Turtles. Wait.
Is it his mom? That's like
I don't think
half.
so. I think it was like an ancestor or something like that. Or I don't know.
No,
His mom is definitely not half alien.
because Gwen turns into that
No,
like
Gwen, yeah, her finds out her grandma was like a witch or something like that. I think that was the thing. Her
yeah.
her grandma was like a
But I'm
witch,
yeah.
and
But
her
100% not normal.
yeah. Because
What
like I
about
was
the
thinking like
Ninja
even
Turtles?
Barry Allen was like
You said the Ninja Turtles?
they start off with a disadvantage.
No ordinary turtles would be in a New York street.
That's the
No,
biggest
no,
problem.
that's not the point I'm talking. Yeah, yeah. The point I'm talking about isn't. Oh, they were unfortunately brought. No, it was not the. There was four turtles in a New York
In New
street.
York Straight. You know what? Yeah, that's fair.
I've seen turtles in New York all the time because I also have been to New York and lived there and have searched for
Uh huh.
turtles.
That's where
Boy.
John Tron lives.
Not
Oh,
anymore.
yeah, you doxing John
Now
Not
you
Tron.
anymore.
Jackson Jontron? What the frick?
Then dox him. He doesn't live there anymore.
Oh, okay.
Oh, does he not?
No, I think he moved to California or back to New York.
Yeah, yeah.
God, California. There's like endless pit of smog and
Diabetes.
No,
Oh, anti anti
You're
diabetes.
Anti-diabetes. Anorexia.
Oh, yeah.
No, and no, diabetes isn't an eating disorder. It's an insulin disorder.
What is an eating disorder that makes you fat? Depression?
um,
eating.
just overeating. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
this has turned out to be a great conversation we led into.
we're just talking.
We, hey, ordinary conversation.
Hey,
Wait
ordinary
a second. Are
conversation.
we ordinary people?
Bro, are we?
No, doing a podcast.
Uh,
Dang it.
he was.
That's gonna be like an origin story now. It's just like he was an ordinary guy with a podcast. My favorite, bro.
Bro, it's like, he's. I'm just an
Joe
ordinary
Rogan
guy.
stars
Yeah.
in
Joe
this newest anime.
Rogan. Joe
Joe Rogan
Rogan.
was an ordinary guy until he found out his grandpa was actually the first podcaster in World War One.
See, it'd be something stupid like that.
Yeah, okay,
Joe,
real quick,
there's something I didn't tell
yo,
you. I'm
that's
a
something I
podcaster.
want to do research about and figure out is what is the first podcast? Because if you asked me what the first podcast was, it's probably like fucking FTR, um,
Also,
like
what's
during
defined as a
World War Two.
podcast?
Well, a podcast, like if you talked about a podcast in the modern sense, and then you look back at history, it's like FDR during World War II did like fireside chats with the American public. That would be a podcast in the modern day.
Yeah.
Hey, Evan, don't know a lot about history, so I'm gonna need you to turn that down. Woo!
What?
Is that like a
Don't.
catchphrase you were trying out, huh?
No, I was gonna say I didn't know that. And I was trying to make fun of you for knowing about Americans' history, but kind of backfired.
Why would you make fun of him for that?
Because, guys,
Who's
I,
just trying to educate people, man?
I, guys, can I
Honestly,
make
I
an
don't fucking
apology video right now? Guys, hey everybody.
right here, right now.
I just want to apologize for my actions on the podcast. I don't know what I was thinking, guys. Gamers,
Guys,
girls,
listen, I'm
everybody.
sorry, but that corpse is really funny.
I'm sorry, guys. I
Corpse
don't know.
husband?
No, Jake Paul.
His voice is so dreamy.
Jake Paul?
No, Dream is
No.
someone else.
Like dream?
We're mentioning
Dream?
these people by name so we can put them in the title. Let's go.
Game
Wow.
break. Is everybody just gonna leave Uzziah here?
Well, that's what I was about to ask you, Mister. Keep
No.
spinning the mystery box.
I
Oh,
thought you were
alright,
over
you can
there.
corner.
I thought you were over there. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Holy frick! If you know, you know. Okay.
Alright, anyways. Where were we?
If you know, you know. If you
Um,
know.
Emmett.
Oh,
There we go. Emmett from the Lego movie.
yeah.
you're right. He is just an
That's
ordinary guy.
that's literally the
We
whole
did
point of
it.
that
We
Ordinary
movie.
guy.
discovered it. We
Yep.
discovered the only guy with an ordinary
The
background.
most perfect anime protagonist was an
Emmett.
Emmett all along.
Wait a second. But wait, isn't Emmett all of us?
Wait a
No.
minute!
Wait a second, huh?
No, he's not all of us. He's just.
Oh
I
wait,
was
yeah,
gonna
he's just
say, wait, isn't Emmett Will Ferrell? But no, that's the
Emmett's
bad guy.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Lego movie too?
Yeah, it wasn't definitely not as good
No.
as the first
I
one.
didn't watch it. Did you guys see Lego Batman?
Now
Well,
that was
okay.
good.
Well, here's the thing: is a lot of people do agree it's not as good as the first one, but I heard it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but like I don't know. It's like that thing where it's like if you put it side to side right next to the first one, it's like kind of bad in comparison.
If
But
you
if
put
it's
it
just
side to side right next to the fridge,
it's kind
put a
of
little
small.
smiley face on it.
Kind of
Bro,
small.
I bought this new fridge. Kind of small.
Well, did you buy the mini? Did you check to see if it had mini in front?
Bro, I want a mini fridge.
I got
Like-
one.
What's stopping you?
I accidentally unplugged it
It's a
and
lack
I
of
got
money.
moldy.
That's why we have today's sponsor, us.
It's Please
Yeah.
give me money so I can buy a
Today's
mini.
sponsor, us. Have you ever wondered why we suck at zombies? It's because we don't have money.
And we're
So,
also talking on a podcast. So get us money so that way we can be better on talking on podcasts. Thank you.
also, this
Thank
Alright,
you.
is
back to your regularly
no.
scheduled show.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to that ad. We're getting off. This is towards the end. This is towards
Are
the
you
end of the podcast.
serious?
Yeah, it's 55
Already?
minutes. Yeah.
Bro, you acknowledging the
Wow.
runtime? Wow.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa.
actually, technically, I have to edit some stuff out. So to the viewer, it's not that time. But if the viewer
Yeah.
looks right now, they can see that it's almost towards the end. So.
Hey guys, and if you're also wondering where our little theme song comes from, check out the Hollow Space on YouTube and Spotify.
And follow them on Instagram.
Yep.
On Instagram, it's
And
playing right
anywhere else
now.
where you get music. Yep. Listen to it go.
Oh, that's
Pretty good
sick.
stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey.
Hey, hey. Okay. Anyways,
Alright, thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll come back to you soon, hopefully.
yeah, we're gonna do more mini episodes, but also we're not gonna forget about the big boys.
Yeah,
we
we're
can
also
never
gonna
forget
be maybe putting out other content, maybe not just podcasts. Who knows?
Who
Who's to
knows?
say?
We feel like it.
Alright. See you guys around.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.